Hello everyone. We're gonna give it a few and see if anybody jumps on or not. Otherwise, we will just go forward here. So we are here tonight to do our, sorry, that was really bright, to do our weekly egg check. I did, just because I needed to make sure I was okay on room, I did do some candling Sunday night, and I did have some duds, so I took a few out. It's been one heck of a week so far, and it's only Tuesday. Hello whoever's watching. Let's see here. My mom went into the hospital Sunday night, or Sunday morning. Been dealing with that. And then today we had a gasoline emergency. One of the gasolines that the kid that does chores for me, that has been in their garage since December when they hatched, actually broke the bottom of his bill off. And I was rushing around trying to find help for him to try to get that taken care of. Luckily, I found somebody that was willing to do that for us. And hopefully he'll be okay. We don't know if we're going to be able to save the bill or not. But anyways, I'm exhausted. I'm blitzed. I feel like a space cadet. So we're going to go ahead and get on with the show here for doing our egg handling. So since Tuesday of last week, I'm going to start shutting lights off here and stuff. Since Tuesday of last week, I have set almost 30 eggs. I knock on wood, my ganders that were getting along. I'm going to rotate my trays here. Decided that they were not going to get along anymore. That was fun. I also have a freshly scalped hen. And I also have several broken blood feathers. They're being ruthless this year. Anybody else is being a little ruthless? I had somebody message me the other day that the gander was just beating the ever-loving tar out of their hen and didn't know what to do about it. It's like, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to put you down for just a second. Yeah, watch the TV. Put you down for just a second here. It's going to look weird when I pull the tray out. I don't trust it to do it one-handed. Whoops. Okay. I do have another 15 in there, I think it is what I counted, that are sitting on the bottom. They will start churning tomorrow. Oh, I needed to keep that on the other way anyways. See, I told you guys I'm feeling like a little bit of a space cadet tonight. Alright, so here's what I've got so far. We don't need the light, we need the lights off. I started out with 11 in here. Per my candling on Sunday, I am down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. My water bottle that I keep in here. My mister. I love this thing. I found it on Amazon for just a couple bucks. So these guys are officially a week in the incubator. I wish I could, maybe I can do it that way. Yeah, I can tilt it a little bit more. Sorry. I'll move things out of the way here so it's a little bit not so blurry. So these guys are officially a week old. We are on day 7 of being in the incubator. I set them Tuesday of last week. And so I started churning them on on Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and hit them with the lights. These are should be all gray eggs, potentially, or gray babies. Let's see what we got here. And so I would expect a lot more veining in this egg than what I actually have, but you can see the dark spot there. I'm not sure. I can just barely see some veining starting, but I don't know if this egg's gonna potentially make it or not. I don't know if I really like the looks of it, but I'm gonna keep letting it go and grow until I'm 100% certain, because there's something there. I just don't know what exactly it is. I'm going to count this as my cooling time also. And we can go a little bit slower tonight because I can actually move them up to cooling for 10 minutes. So I mark mine by the alphabet, an X on one side and then the alphabet, so that I know which batch is what. So we'll go all the way up the alphabet there. Let's see how the, oh my, that's some really good veining there. If I can hold it still long enough, we might even be able to see some movement. Can you guys see that okay? Somebody tell me, please. Hi, Sarah. I can't tell who else is on. But, if you guys can see that clear, please let me know. From this side, it looks really blurry. So I just wanted to make sure. No, I don't really see any movement yet. Maybe a little bit, unless it's my eyes playing tricks on me. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that. And always remember, guys, when you're marking your eggs, do it at the small end, not the large end. So that we, thank you, Amy, so that when they pip, usually they pip at the, fatter end, and then that way, if you're really keeping track of things and you have a combination in your hatcher, then you know which ones came from which. So here's our air cell. I don't normally mark my air cells just because I'm kind of knowing what I'm looking for. My next batch, I'll go ahead and mark the air cells, and then that way we can watch for it. But the last ones, it was just, the air cell was basically just right at the tippy top. I couldn't even really pull the flashlight away enough to see it. So, yeah, I know. It came around a lot slower there, Terry. I didn't actually see anything in it until Sunday. I'll give it until I candle this next batch and see what I question on that one. I don't know. I should have plenty of them this year, I would hope. I've got 2, 3, 4. Wait, no. I've got 4 colored girls and 4 white girls, so I should have enough. One egg's not going to much matter. So this one's developing very, very well. Nice and clear. A good proportionate sized egg. You can see right here that little dark spot. If I'm correct, we could assume that that is an eye forming, if you guys can see that on that side. I think my screen on my side has makeup and tears on it. What a mixture. But it's got really good veining there. The air cells forming well. I'm really happy with the incubator. A couple years ago, I tried a cabinet incubator. And, oh goodness, I lost a good 40 eggs in this incubator. I bought it used. Didn't know anything about it. And I bought this one from a friend who's used it for the last 3 years and has very, very successful hatches. So we have this one. Again, I gotta remember this end. Don't mark on that end. If you're keeping track of things, you'll lose track on it. So that's why there's writing on both ends of the egg. So I can keep track of it when they hatch. I should be able to stagger these enough out, though, that I have whites hatching with whites and colors hatching with colors. But this one is growing quite well itself also. No concerns there. Nice air cell forming. Remember, guys, when you're candling your eggs, you got to be careful with how you're rolling them around to tell what's going on, because you don't want to break anything loose. I prefer to candle with them on their side instead of straight up and down. And I will also again show my little flashlight contraption so that everybody can see that. And then the last egg here. Now, I'm not going to touch these other ones until Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow night I'll put them on the churner so that they'll start churning. I've got the automatic incubator, and I do have the churners on. This one's a little hard to see there. There we go. But I am also hand churning, cooling, and misting once a day along with the churners. So this one's looking really good. Nice strong veining, nice embryo right there forming. I feel like this one's in a weird position, or else it's me. One of the two. I don't know if we can see any movement in this one, guys. I think I'm shaking, so like I said, it's been a long week, and it's only Tuesday. It's only Tuesday, guys. I'm waiting to see if I see any movement yet. Terry, what kind of time frame do you guys usually see movement? 7 to 10 days, or a little bit further along? See, I can't really tell right now. Like I said, I feel like I'm kind of shaky. Okay, so I'm going to put these guys back in their row. Somehow I ended up mixing up X's and A's, so tomorrow morning I'll go in and get everybody on the same alphabet or X up. This year I had to with this incubator. Yes, I've had to. I was running too dry when I first set it up. Like, my comfort level for my conditions, I prefer to run between 20 and 25% humidity. And when I first set the incubator up, I'm going to start working on putting these guys back in, and I'll turn some lights on, guys, so that you can see my flashlight. But anyways, when I first set the incubator up, I was at about 18% humidity. And what I've got here is I've got the tray that came in the GQF, which I put water in there, and I'm using distilled water. I actually have to put a little bit more in there. But the reason that I got the plastic over it, and the plastic has little vent holes in it, because with just the bit of water that I put in there, it immediately jumped and held at like 60-some% humidity. So, I guess I'm not putting water in. I gotta get more water. I only use distilled water in it. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's too high. That's way too high for my comfort level. So I do have water in this one, With my tabletop incubators, I did not have to add water though. So I don't know if it's just the style of incubator or what exactly it might be, but I'm comfortable with where it's running now. It's been holding about, about 23% actually with this little method here. I did have to put duct tape on the front of it though. This is that peel and stick stuff, and it's working very efficiently. I'm gonna go ahead and put these guys back in, and then I'll come back to you in just a second here. Rachel, I'm in mid-Michigan. Well, I guess you could say southern, lower mid-Michigan. And our temperatures have been all over the place right now. We've been up and down. But I also keep a fan running in my room, and I have a window air conditioner because this room has the sun that beats right in. That's why I have the room darkening blinds. And this wall here, this one here is where my furnace is, and I can't survive with it that hot myself. I really can't. So I keep everything kind of like at a consistent temperature and kind of darker anyways. So this is my flashlight. This is just a normal everyday flashlight with, on the inside there, I've got a couple rounds of duct tape. Couple rounds of duct tape on the end, and this is just a PVC connector pipe. So that it fits well within the eggs. I think it's either a 1.5 inch or a 2-inch piece of PVC. And it seems to work and fit very well. So congratulations, Rachel. That's a where are you at? That's a really good number right now.
Look new. You know the make? Chevy, I think. You touched the license plate? No, doesn't look. Started walking over there for, see if there was anything inside.
So, we will be back again next week for another candling. We'll be on day 14. We should really see some changes there, and I will go ahead and make sure that I mark out tomorrow night, mark out the air cells for the other eggs, the new ones that I just put in there, so that you guys can all see the difference in them and how the air cells grow, because the air cells are important for hatching purposes. That's where they pip and they get their their air from, and just kind of do what they need to do. You don't want them too large, but you also want them large enough for them to be able to do what they need to do within the egg. So, does anybody have any questions or anything that they'd like to offer? Kathy, did I answer your question? Sorry, after being at the hospital most of the day, everything is kind of dried out. Alright guys, well, you can comment on this thread at any time, or on this video, excuse me. You can comment on it at any time. And as always, if you guys have any type of questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here. Might take me a few minutes to get back to everybody, but I will do my best to get it back to everybody. The website's coming along. I'm hoping by the end of the week, I should have it, for the most part, ready to go, and at least a little bit easier to navigate for new memberships and stuff, so that we can make that happen a little bit easier. But again, if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us, okay? You're welcome, Kathy. You guys all have a good night, and we'll see you guys all next week.